solid for other Roma. You are able to get opportunity to listen to what Kenya compare with Agyapong is telling the people. Me tia etie. Ade ba ko discussing and say those say we are very objective and sincere. No, I know so bomb say Kenya compare with Agyapong should be the flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party, whereby they can wrestle power with the NDC and capture the votes for the New Patriotic Party. And me jiti tum say compare mo ko yin is man wo TDA. So I go ask ma wa so ne anije bi say as the road is clear.
Franco data so far no can why 38 constituency out of 276. So I got 238.
238. Yeah. Then you have a lot of areas to capture.
Yeah.
You have a lot of areas to go.
And apart from regions and apart from Western North, Western North 9 constituencies. Halfway just 6 and a bono 12 constituencies and a bono east that is 11 constituencies. And TM say
ma kobuna east.
Kobuna east.
Okay, me so interest ho ntia.
Okay.
Neither am more interest wo won say bono region no me interest no wenchi. Bono is me interest no watebu.
Yeah.
It's as a tip one and papa fee.
Yeah.
When she's a one and mammy fee. Now, me share video, me who's a book do when she the reception was overwhelming.
Yeah.
So what me compare baby, if you look at the New Patriotic Party, where fast we tea party ni party ni full mamba kufria. That is busier for you.
Yeah.
And that's the New Patriotic Party, that particular seat, or want me and yes, seat now, it's a problem.
Buzia Bano, and as an nana, the friend say,
I bet me.
Yes, yeah, he's part of the campaign.
Also, he said he's a strong, connected person. Open it, Papa, what bre when peeping, especially in this Fourth Republic. If you look at the ending part of Akufa, that young man is part.
Yeah.
What bre Papa, do you know why?
No.
Bro, bre, you know, and say he gave his support to Kenya Compre Agyapong prior to the 2024 elections. Look at the internal premise of the NPP. Open it, Papa was too courageous and bold to come out and say so more than the support of Kenya Compre Agyapong. Eh, Sabrantiano. Or no the constituency. And now, ayi baumia, and kodu ya. Abai fa kabo catcher and baumia catcher and say, on your microphone, no declaration say or any support a more. No catch on the Debbie. He believes in the masses.
Yeah.
What the masses want grassroots in the panel. And no being word Madia Momo. And I tell you, they told him that he's going to win the elections and they will see.
Yeah.
Me say that do mo kwato about Kwasi Senior High School. Me won't be that.
Yeah.
That there sentiment dear to mo. Any MPP paying for more that time. If you look at the former Attorney General mo, go for them have to bring military presence. Military just to suppress and intimidate people.
But frankly, why would the MPP in internal contest a bit more sad way by the external contest?
That is a problem. So I'm the end of what them with you come me from Piabon.
When's a piece in a microphone a boom could a part?
I quite different. And I'm highly disappointed. Me, the come say, when you from Thomas said that. Do you know why? Quite different pong. And no crab your watina when chipping. Be a baby for wenchi. Now, Brabba, what boy in I attack. I'm saying this on authority. Now, Brabba, what boy in I attack. Albert Amiel has lived with you people, stay with you people.
I don't know Buzia, Bush and fear, but Buzia and so just a stone throw from Babia, a quiet program.
Me say, Lassisi, open Nipa Bakuma, a bad devially, Ghana Maritime, when NPP was in power, he was able to give a lot of people opportunity to get jobs or mere employment. Is this young Albert Amiel? I said, you make a no could be means. Lassisi, if you look at this young guy, I'm a Buzia, but me say, a group of them raho. You see how the NPP paying for went after this particular man. Nene, Amako, you could go from Pong. Could go from Pong, you buy NPP, one they go when you. Now, I say, almost say, oh, a part show, not in the support. The
IBM, Fancham, and Capati, what could go party?
Let's see, me say, that there are more trouble when Messiah was there. I said to myself, said this New Patriotic Party, or when you serious, no person, you're serious. How they more treated people. How they create a certain kind of fear and tension. Oh, when she, or moving when you phone catch up, say, I bet I be in the bubble. Yeah, in the bubble. You're bushing for Fabio DVL in Ghana Maritime. Some moon pesa more than a bar. Yeah, any problem. When it gets to the day of the real post, say a quack banana. One look at the gap difference between Kwajof and Pong and the current MP for it. We are when she need na MP Nasa or Hemma Buzia Krum. But be a Buzia fee. Now, wouldn't me grant me in this seat belongs to the New Patriotic Party. Lassisi. I can't try to say I could afford Mukru. Now the New Patriotic Party have lost the election. Yeah. A serious statement, too. It's a serious statement. And it tells you that it's a problem. Jamba for better so kaka. Also, wait, it's ram.
Baka Buzia constituency, it should be a safe seat for the New Patriotic
Party. Lassisi. Yes, see, Dankwa Buzia Dombo tradition.
Yes.
NPP first, where they pride themselves. So if you look at the NPP, they came for this three cardinal principle. Mr. Damu could do when you have a crowd.
Now Buzia constituents are so green.
That's it. Mr. Meraho, do you know why?
No.
They presented the wrong candidate.
Yes.
NPP form cannot correct. About what you constituency, among cannot correct back, see. Out there, na eya. And if you look at this young man, so Momo camp there, Jack went to the Modam, I'm telling you. Let's see.
But Franco, young share from the Western North, and honorable Kedi Kwame compared to Franco, a bit some more rich ideas, but share honorable form our campaign, Dr. Bowman sweaty form, we sweaty form. When Nama, Dr. Bowman message in the say, and Nanado call Pensa, Kufo complain, and Nanado Kufo cross and says, when you're 39, but only 41 a yard, yes. But you honorable Kenna, or propose solution to the unemployment rate. Your call beer is or children, they saw that by generating electricity, farming a bit, yes, your barbono, your call Western North, your call half or can so. Can you give me the difference between the two?
That analogy, I don't take it. One, Obiko 3. So it means says any papa then you have to give the person an opportunity to know. Totally disagree. One, a laughable, it doesn't follow any research, it doesn't have any data. Okay. I mean, can't some me say, Sasano more Canada, they have not been fair to do why. If they are going by that time and analogy, they have not been fair to do why. Because I do why in 1992. Won for the internal primaries and he won.
Yeah.
JJ, my friends, JJ could form Dr. Sabimo, a whole host of people in a contest here. But do why he won the elections. Or winning, you know, if you look at the general elections, the new Patriotic Party didn't win.
Yeah.
Among winning. Now, if you look at 1996, prior to 1996, you know, now 4 months elections. And the MPP for internal election. And J.A. Kufuor won the elections. Me say, if J.A. Kufuor was able to do it in 1992-96, whereby in 92 detail, then 96 would be first. Or candidate be away in the piano. You can wrestle power against anyone and win elections if you have the right materials and you print the right message.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at Adubuanya, the air Yana say, Adubuanya in 1996, he was contested by J. Kufuor, Henry, your friend say J. Mensam and other people.
Dr.
Selbimu, and J. Kufuor won the election.
Yeah.
Let's understand this. If it is by this, I almost Anna Bamud Bamia, the pictures in 1992, the new Patriotic Party omu posted the Bobo group. Adubuanya was more visible than J. Kufuor. And I don't know because by that analogy understand it. Here, because of a political ballot paper, so the NPP automatically will do posters.
Yeah.
They have to sell the man. On my t-shirt, on my caps, on my handkerchief, then I want to ask them, if by that analogy, why did they repeat the same candidate? Because in the face, are familiar to other Ghanaians.
But even males who you know. Males who you know. Not say not males who ni posters or look as a son.
Who they credit, and I'm say, who let's even take it at your more can. Say I Dr. Mahmoud Bamian and him were hotter than and I'm say, I do why he and him were hotter than. And 1992, because if you look at post now, I notice of Puna, he was part.
Yeah.
He was an NPP, flag bearer and presidential candidate. Near your posters, none of him now. Still, the NPP people, they take decisions and concrete decisions for the party. One for internal elections in Sudan, decided to offer J. Kufuor.
Yeah.
Agreed. There is no man for Dubai and can't man for say, yes, I'm for Dubai because you only problem being with no.
And the posters or
the handkerchief for the California also, we shall allow him to go. Yeah. But the NPP have to change their hand. And make sure that they went for J. Kufuor. Eventually, J. Kufuor in 1996 was able to appreciate his vote.
Or ascend it.
Thank you. Now, if you look at that analogy, if you look at another Danko Kufuor, I want to cast I look at them, then I laugh. Now the Danko Kufuor, they should go and check the performance of Akufo-Addo in the 2008 elections.
Yeah.
If you look at Akufo, the second round, he lost by just 30,000. And one of my catches security and breaking it to baby J. Kufuor, who was the president, couldn't go to time to do campaign. In 2008, you had to say, yeah, you told me first round, second round, time have to make the decision. And that time, J.J. Wallace, and then they end this in pain for the news that if you look at the number of parliamentarians, it is easy for them to capture power and they want power. Yeah. Now, if you look at Akufo-Addo, the 2012 election, whereby even in terms of percentage, a retrogress, amount for what you said that kind of election wasn't a free.
It was a stolen verdict, just like 92.
And amount for what you say, if you listen to the bench at that time and the ruling timing, and if you look at Obiano more the buyer, was it 5-4?
5-4.
5-4.
If Akufo-Addo no litigant or else for review.
Correct.
A bit man.
Yes.
A bit man 10.
But that the Akufo-Addo statement that he made. So what to because of Ghana Benyas, that day he won the election to the Jubilee House.
Yeah, in 2016.
Because of be first, the target of the target is out. Or Munipa or you know that day, that statement in the 24. So he the 24 of one, but that statement that he made pushed him to the Jubilee House. Now Akufo-Addo went on 3 consecutive periods. 3 times in Okoye. Now if you look at 2016, it got to a point Ghanaians decided to give Akufo-Addo a sympathy vote.
Yeah.
Because not change my account for Akufo-Addo. Any bra what bre, any the type of communication NPP for ya. Akufo-Addo say more money opportunity. Thank you. And Akufo-Addo won the elections for the New Patriotic Party. Now, let me tell you this. In the Fourth Republic, you can do all the bigger projects, you can do everything. But how you conduct yourself, your demeanor and posture and attitude. If you are not extremely careful, Ghanaians here, it depends on how you do with your issue. Now, if you look at Akufo-Addo, there was a total division in the party.
Yeah.
Alan fashion. Then already Akufo-Addo fashion. Now it got to a point. Alan Kwadwo might have to resign from the new party. So it tells you that things were not in order for the NPP. And that time the NPP no more campaign that they were going down. No more modern campaign. As a Philip Abel, beach, no more born. No,
go high.
The person who introduced room to room and door to door grassroots campaign was John Evans Atana. Who saw them more bop no group? And the NPP for some more campaign, I'm saying, oh, Miss yesterday, room to room here, and everybody was near you. Almost 2 abandoned, numbers are winning about. John Mama takes over. Akufo-Addo comes takes over. But if you look at the New Patriotic Party, they won the election in 2016. Why? Because the face of Akufo-Addo was familiar, and 2, he was a politician.
Yeah.
Akufo-Addo, the film crab brim, and a politics. We had a boost when the politics now, you know, he was very strategic and very smart. Me say very strategic and very smart, and eventually he won the elections. If you look at the New Patriotic Party, ahead of the 2024 elections, they didn't listen to Ghanaians. That's easy. Me say, obi a wouldn't be take emotions and sentiments out. Mentibida. See a society, a group, intellectuals and elders, technical people can say so we have given our support to one person. Mentibida. Now, if you look at the NPP internal primaries of Mukoya, now you're a host of people are no more pray. But now people have a certain kind of confidence within, faith within, is the man called Kenya Company Agyapong.
Grassroots.
Oh, that's it.
Taylor for Obia second Japan. Even lecturers, technical second Japan. Doctors second Japan.
Say
a section of the party said, oh, yeah, hijack party.
I listened to one doctor from the Confanochi Teaching Hospital. Me tell what Kesman TV. What's me? I don't do politics, but I have a reason why I'm talking for this particular man. Sadano na sa cancer machine motor man.
Yeah.
Now listen to do Utede and some of Paneka. What say? Obanasa doctors for Nishanes Yedim Command. We ask ourselves that this man doesn't hail from the Ashanti region. This man and Yahanudini MP. But by Musa man for war problems, you know, he felt the pains of the ordinary Ghanaian, and when Musa baby and Kupa did not do no, and so to me Bonipa, he did it. Now I also listened to another lecture. I'll compare more Tamale or what say? If you go to Tamale Teaching Hospital near Doom Lighter, they don't have any plan to work. Let's not forget. Open Kofu did do a Bemonia positions I can see. Majority of them are nordness. I don't want to do tribalism.
Haruna Idrisu, John Dramani Mahama, Dr. Baumia, Abruzeri, Nitty Wood, Samuel Bujina.
Me say
a whole lot.
Me say Open Kofu did that. Ghana politics more. Nordness, you can never underestimate them. Where? John Dramani Mama, with the president. Mahmoud Bamia, the vice president. Ali Muhammad, the vice president.
Mahama also the vice president.
Mahama said the vice president.
Ambuzeri, interior minister.
Thank you.
Nitty Wood, defense.
Or the interior minister 7 years and months. Interior minister 8 years.
Yes.
Another. Go and look at portfolios. I can say the man not necessary or Mudi or your mama by now.
Namusora was a Ghana Sisimo.
Lasisi or more. Open what me told a plant this year. A Tamale Teaching Hospital. And you see, any hospital be a Bekasi teaching hospital is a referral hospital. Their cases, any cases are so how they deal with it. Today be American. Mr. Confanochi Teaching Hospital. It serves about 8 regions. And it's a credit me to machine. He's thinking about 8 regions. I'm on phone him. Lasisi. Savannah for Baha referral cases. Bono East, Bono region, Western North, part of Central, Eastern. So almost, yes, and to almost 9 regions.
Yes.
Confirm not teaching hospital. Yes, so be banners of that machine is not a machine break here. Just will beat me that one 2 weeks. Or be on Yari Babada hospital. No, I said no send that one and Tontomeno. Are you trying to be fair?
No.
You are not being fair to the person. The man comes for a funeral, he's been invited by a friend, he get there emotionally. Or some and you get them coming on board. Yawaha. But I said lectures be our year friends Legon. I'm saying we are giving Ken our support. This was the cry of the people. Yes, you are trial lawyers, you are trial technocrats for no, you get to credit your uncle school. You get to uncle school. But Nipana uncle school only rich ideas now is able to create employment for over 8,000 people. Just want to make sure no. Nipana who have rich ideas now have not also created any employment.
Frankly, the old who say, and yet they be in a school. You go share Aquatia. The only time a candidate any more than 60%.
Yes,
I must say
massive votes difference between Omone and NDC was 5,252.
Yes.
In the history of the Fourth Republic, we need a close 1,000, B500, B291. But I must say, or a core, a mere hairdresser was able to win the elections, not just win it, win it overwhelmingly. And we do, baby, no. Ghana 4 wasn't looking at technocrats. No more theoretical people. They need pragmatic people. And the NPP was lucky to have one person in this particular portfolio.
Frankly, why would a school for or more school doctors won't come PhD? Because I say, yeah, 2 Dr. Baumia on also school.
Yes.
A cinche. Yes. Near best support to Ubia Sabi. And got the uncle school. You'll be in
Maybe I'm a cousin back. What you say? Me, but be my broom and my brabum. Sometimes I can agree or disagree with Ken.
Yeah.
Whether he's my political father or not. Issues will happen by Yadin. I will criticize him constructively. But by being a Tibiano, can they compare when it comes to my success rate in life? Will play about 60 to 70%. Okay. Plus, easy. Maybe I had more bank.
Yeah.
And a bank in a collapse. And I'm Tiffy.
Yeah.
Now, Tiffy, you know, can they compare when the point sets up a radio station? Now, can they compare when the point is able to identify the potentials in me? Tio. Yeah, Kumasi, now me check it. Yes, Kumasi population. Kumasi metropolis. Yeah. 3,952,105.
Yeah.
Now they are making a projection, say, by 2027, 2028, it will go around 4.3 million people.
Yeah.
Now Kennedy is able to surpass all these 3 million people. Comes to Boone East.
Yeah.
And sees that there's a certain kind of potential in someone. After listening to this young guy, I feel and think that him give me an opportunity. Like he said, me no me to be full plane to coin.
Yeah.
We are able to meet big men in government.
Did you other kind of say? And yes, be a Yankopon part of but we here ubia.
You need the destiny connector. You need someone who will identify the kind of potentials in you. Whereby the potential is hidden, as Shadia say, he will unveil the potential for you.
So, frankly, in this case, MPP delegates grassroots or destiny connector.
And they can't compare Agyapong. Another
why?
Oh, that's easy. Maybe any. Say, ne Canada compare Agyapong forward you may. Oh, what you want,
yeah.
And if you are the breadwinner of the family,
yeah.
And to so that no panas a Canada to your car indirectly, we're training per for car,
yeah.
And to man and what you didn't have first, Sabian can score a boy your mind or be a quack and robbery cases, you know what so. Ghana for you, do you know one thing? Ghana, we are sitting on a time bomb and it's extremely dangerous, but we don't know. If unemployment rate is 14.7, that is it to make on 14.7. You say 2 million Ghanaians a bit do once a day. That is it, once a day. If you have someone who is able to give you employment, and whereby the unemployment rate and burden will reduce, and you'll be about to some brothers who will look up for.
That's what they'll be on my.
And me say, could you compare what the points giving me life? Obi would me friend, oh Franco, me a big man. I belong to this particular camp. Me so abe share Lancaster. No my catch was say, "Niente me man say prevention is better than cure." Ebi me baba be share, ni pa me say watch. Come na, you did come na, je 300,000 na fatu nsuo no. Ebi that they have a pressing need. Ese bi ya de bi. Ebi me kwa akodi sika. No chena. Franco, e so ka say me bi dabi. Me say me papa Kofi Ado kama kan say Kofi. If you want to paddle yourself into politics, I'll have issues with you. I'll praise you, I'll criticize you. Well, Ghana need be a wood team be at the same way as now, if you look at the new patriotic party, now baby they need they need someone who is very pragmatic to help them. Asa
and baby do enya between me na me edika de me akọ.
What about Fuchi Akufo-Addo?
Debi.
O ka brofo kra ne ente. Akufado o ka brofo ye ente. No man for bom sam sra. Hey papa what brofo. The ending part of Akufado was abysmal. Me boa who can jam say boa. The ending part of Akufado it was abysmal. We don't need people who can speak fine English. Lasisi, we need people who can solve the ordinary Ghanaians problem for him. The person who can do the magic and change the economy. The person who can tell Ghanaians, say, you can also do it. Remember, I listened to a certain kind of video from Kenya compared to Agyapong. So I now you say, "Oh, talk about 12 fan views again." Or quite not Ghana for to all more year, and he felt within his veins, it's what we was uncle for.
Not Ghana for year, 345, and India for the 15.
Thank you. That's easy. Or Kohono, or She Ghana for net to honor, Nera for their mom.
Yeah.
This man is too compassionate. That's easy. Too compassionate. Where my main cancer, but be a Ghana Drew. Now, may catch us the biggest congregation in Ghana is sports betting.
Yeah.
GSM 41.7 million. Wait, 41.7.
41%.
Yes, 0.7%.
Make you 14 point something million.
Mr. Omar Ghana one with bet here 14,970,000. Do you know why? They don't have any job to do. And yeah, sorry. Me know me and Anya what ko Asha from Makoya do man waba me boa. Me ma kasa wa loss and amaba. And me kwa me ba no, I don't have that time or luxury to go on my phone. Say bia me kwa kutwa bet. Nipa na woni adwuma ye no. Na me kwa kutwa bet. De to so mienu. Ade we hu be adwen koso. Nyame mfa sa de we ma. Whereby there's political instability.
Yeah.
Into kwasi wo Ghana ho. And where be time. Do you know why? Majority of the youth they are not working.
Yeah.
And to pay 200 Ghana cedis share international money to say give for kokuma no kokuma.
But empenin say card you need to man that dey wura safo.
Thank you.
Because oni ajapade say me tuwe say bia mabom kiasu bia me bom pa say ma ekun.
Thank you.
Bo no to no ekom de no oni adwuma na ekun si a what does it mean?
Oso uba that one no case no bibia so aye okay.
Yeah no.
Yes akromfo na yifo ba tutu a kan ko be dwane ja no.
Yeah.
But if the person is working, you cannot go to the person to convince the person to enter into an illegality. NPP for. So many abre on. Me say the ball is in their own court. Last season. Me ask me that be am. The ball is in their own court.
But frankly, me person you connecting say. Is NPP attractive say we can present any other candidate.
The NPP party is no more attractive. It's no more attractive. And I'm going to explain to you.
Me too.
Madam Maria Homa NPP is the 2024 general election. The kind of president that they had in Ashanti region. That be as we come and say, if you want to build your base, consolidate whereby is a stronghold for you. In the history of the Fourth Republic, NPP found to about more power when you're 65% in Ashanti region. But for the first time, the NPP gets 65% in Ashanti region, and it's a recipe for disaster for them. They have to lose the elections, and they lost it. Let's see. NPP for brepa, they will not just present any ordinary candidate.
But a candidate with
a winnable candidate. Does the NPP, do they need a flag bearer or they need a president? Nancy at a political party, they say. You perceive a political party to capture power. To capture power.
And yes, Sebia,
there be. Oh, are they a friend? This social club.
Yeah, social club.
Social club near tea. And it me catch us. Oh, yeah, things a social club. Hey, yes, I know. Probably ye keep it. Ye we ever quite no club near the party. Yes, but political parties are meant to capture power and rule.
Frankly, now you can't about the NPP attractive or inattractive. Nancy demonstration. How did you see it?
Oh, media. If you look at Ghana's constitution, Article 21D, no essay. Ghana need be one who
na me ka ba attendant ni pa omko
last is media me say now me catch was a party there's a certain kind of problem within the party where madam who say MP a man for the NPP pa was a kwacha by election
how to sense say ya kwa sa power for kan chom say you meeting
last is
mo ye that video
me say
akura say o mo say you meeting after o mo dey na masa you we nim dey
sada me re hu che me bia that I said to myself. Say if the NPP is not careful, and there's even a by-election in Swami, by-election in Bantama, they will lose. I'm telling you, as NPP for now, Ghana for Bonibion. As we Ghana for the chum, if you have uncle. Oh, yeah, then I'm there NPP for no. I am for the Iomono. And you're more to a point to say, as a timer, as a moody NPP for one HM, and swing.
Of course, it's a trauma for Aquaba, we say. And she had Kwame Nkrumah circle, Adana foreigner circle. Because they didn't even know why they were part of the demonstration.
Now Mustafa Salam be the youth organizer. Kade Papa Mustafa Salam ye. Yawa NPP party so there was one young man. I know because this young man can do the job.
Yeah, Edward.
Are you hoping Pope?
Hope.
And also I saw Alan.
Oh, Alan.
And so we didn't any time. Mustafa Salam. Why you bow me akra?
Yeah.
Any infernal, a do baby when a man for no man committee, and I could find some man for a man, and I could find so a bro, do a deep so good papa so. And I could father say, and I did the make my young man or buy. Tell me one legacy of Salam Mustafa. What bunching would be a Salam.
Aquatia Quancotuaba. It says in the constitution Aquatia.
Salam Mustafa.
One kid, Jamfu Banco.
Salam Mustafa. Wait, Salam Mustafa.
Mr. Demonstration or the trauma for Kaya for to maybe. May I have video in me? Many are here about Kaya for. And now Marquas is someone can't almost say, Omodo meeting. Omodo meeting, National. And I feel Omodo Muchin. Omodo Muchin. Auntie, one of the bloggers, and we saw say, Moba demonstration, I didn't know about demonstration. And I crab said, a day may maintain the Okano. And I say, Moba demonstration about demonstration, Franco. Anna, get back, say, all my fire see a meeting. After meeting by out, Omodi King, get to me, who was a demonstration.
Media demonstration to a certain kind of point, I agree with them.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the numbers, but to a certain kind of point, I agree with them. If you are issue, I'm not happy with it. You need to Ghana.
Yeah.
But Mr. Salam Mustafa, or by your baby youth organizer, and didn't know to me your timid Mr. Penny Pabakuma. He didn't even understand the voting pattern. 65% of the register comprises of the youth. The NDC 4-year youth manifesto book. For the first time, I'm going to say, NDC forecast, not John Dramani Mama is addressing the youth. And they invited questions. So if you look at the NDC, prior to the 2024 elections, they were having the youth manifesto. I want to ask the NPP. Salam Mustafa, youth organizer for the NPP. He should give me only one blueprint. When man you who take, you better not fear where everyone near so have a demonstration. Whereby your cardinal principle, your primary responsibility is to mobilize the youth. If you look at Nkra, free senior high school year, you the moment from 2017,
yeah,
ever since 2025. So I want to ask Salam Mustafa, did he follow the voting party? Did he know the register? Now we yet to say we told us another BCS year. And it tells you, say the NPP, they wasn't serious. Well, let's see. NPP on. Baby, I didn't do me, I come and so when they lose the 2028 election, they should prepare and sign their mind for 16 years.
Franco, me pasi here's a video away from Kentampo North Secretary. Here's a
and subsequently become the president. 2024 Kentampo North. Muamuko police station. Nenya bete. Mimi ko Babato police station. Ye catch him say, assemble ma hotanko. Fulani ni beto aba. Na wachi akoto ama NDC. Me faka ekoho. Me dani esamba Kentampo. Omo gather boys 100. Missy me call no net ko Fulani ni ka. Fulani man jina okoto say stop. Meaning say for kisa everything you want me. Mr. Tanko, don't do that. You have no right to vote for anybody. Stop that. Give the power to the Fulani woman to go and vote. After that was so. Hey secretary, hanya kitambo. Udiabra, you be two says I'm telling you. And I'm saying Udiabra mo betam. Police for 5 ejina home. They were looking on. Say no mugina. Omo come. So the party needs its own security in 2028. And the one who can provide the security. Nipa betina my security. Ama yet me akọ 2028 no. Enyo be ase. Honorable Kennedy Akumbrabo. Agyapong.
That is a friend of Sheikh Dauda Mohammed was say the NPP has to be strategically or say politically unwise or politically suicide that say party never presented a far better from baby only numbers. Was say Amanyo Koko for the UK na there. They be making sure say candidate is coming from the party.
They be a catch us MPP for. A political party being a city to nobody actually.
Okay. In
the plans of the NPP, they've never ever thought say they are going to call the Northern CCR.
Okay.
Ni po city to no more. John Dramani Mama. Ba mu ye feel.
Na okobobo a Franco. Obema opponent na select keeper mo.
Ete say Manchester for baba ball. Omni City. Manchester for say Mourinho say why. No eche Mourinho. I find say Guardiola. The tactics say so bo. And even do mama on. Or sati ade no
Osumafie
no nyom mo sample. Because the NPP at that material moment wanted to please people who were not in the NPP, but wanted to please Ghanaians, and if they send your matter to no, and I have to take them away. Mama say, or not dear. And this is for an opportunity to be the president. The name you about me, the any ya. Te we no issue, you know. NPP for the young Kwasia Jubani na no mu ya. O makwa ko fani pafofo. E de naba. Na no currency. NPP for no. Me ba post say minister bunsumo. I started say Dabi Mahmoud Bawumia no mo de neighbor. One, I wanted to ask, at that material moment, was Mahmoud Bawumia too popular to that point to be the flag bearer presidential candidate of the NPP? And almost 30 years, he was also campaigning on religious and tribal issues. And I mean, I'm going to bring the northern vote. And I'm what did I be? I can't 38.1. But more Gaza 41%. And I'm to give be now. What has my Brian Champons work?
That was it.
Brian Champon say he's a bold leader. Or a bold leader. No. Enquire some more but no consider defeat about parliamentarians the young can ye.
Hey,
I want to
because I got no so can say or say.
Guy,
the kind of boss say, you hear lead or say 2024.
Yes.
Or call polling states with Johnny.
Yes.
And a lot of MPP paying for the Johnny.
Yes.
In going into election 2028, you can the Japan where decide or you fearless.
Yes.
Out and this for best because election 2028.
May there be a mechanism. Nipa ba kwa me penasem so me ba me penasem. But my problem with Ninkof when say one, they listen with emotions and sentiment.
Yeah.
So who kasema they don't want to listen to the import of the message, but they want to attack your personality.
Yeah.
Mahmoud Bawumia can never be in the army.
Ade.
Mahmoud Bawumia can never be in a military person. A captain, a major, is someone who takes a bullet in pains and some marshal his people so we are winning. Me say, a military person, major, captain, and marshal for they take the bullet in pains. In their pain, they will tell their people so we are winning. So we are marching forward.
So what were you expecting Bawumia to do in 2024?
Mahmoud Bawumia wasn't a politician. I'm taking you back to 2016.
Okay.
John Dramani Mahama, he knew he had lost the elections. He knew. Because the figures are not urban.
Yeah.
The figures was not going to his favor. But he wanted to bring suspense.
Okay.
When he did, Emma Amamfaka so concede defeat. He knew, say, or concede defeat, you can't parliamentary elections in the year.
NPP before budget.
Yes. So now consider defeat. You give party now while winning an opportunity to intimidate even the security. Me say, ya to abawi MPP pay mu pa. No friends who do feel member. Sa pay mu no likely to even be a president.
Yeah.
And then what did he say ya? Me pia bonten. And me share your friend say
I will win in Abanga.
The program ye mu di na chi na Land Cruiser. Hey, no so Franco. Na am say na akwan. Na I want to dey see me call so am say da bi o. Franco. Omo kan aband Dr. Bawumia kwaka say wa cause defeat no. Soldier for the police for na ja ho. Na akwan na me lead no say kura de omo say ma lose aba no. Oh. I'm say what? I say yes no. Now, the Electoral Commission is the only certified body to say so what lose aba na say won lose. Mebo.
I say akobe de ni ma de chien.
You need time frame BSS say you 14 conduct omo kan aba wie. You need bio. You allow them due diligence, ample time, cross check so you na wie. No ma gia tum say aba na wie ye no. Shall bless in the because any decision that they will make can make and make Ghana.
Yeah.
And the Electoral Commission in 2016, a group by there was even a certain kind of pressure to Charlotte to say,
yes.
Still not war.
Yeah.
John Mahama didn't come out. John Mahama Babon Tinwe, you know. No one will say you can't parliamentary MPP before 169. I mean this 130 something, 120 something. That was why he placed a call to Akufo-Addo, congratulating him. Say one mum na wanya ba. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because parliament is about government business.
Yes.
Parliament, it's about government business. You don't joke with it.
And that is the second after the executive arm. You call the legislature. You about judicial.
Open conform stop on so politicians.
Yeah.
And it's uncle parliamentarians.
Yeah.
They can take a decision that will affect the executive.
Yeah.
And to Adebia we be extremely careful.
That's how the laws Subano improve.
Thank
you. The bills Subano man. Yeah.
Thank you.
It makes you
to your mama. And I said, don't go to be a film to park.
Yeah.
Channel, you offer. You say so be shaba ni mo shaba actually.
What about better? That's 2020. No?
20, yes.
That's 2020.
And so it tells you say at that time your mama was able to position himself.
Yeah.
And we said there be a same nyabotre. Mahmoud Bawumia is not a politician. People around him is not also helping him. Do you know why? That time Mahmoud Bawumia as early as 9 to 10 a.m. Our bonds in Tiababe consider. Now if you go to Babi, it is Ablekuma no Fernando Kwesi.
I will win.
I will win. Patrick Boama hono.
Yes.
Ni ye nwie.
Na
baba sade class 1 na win.
Ana I hasi. Weja
Jerry.
What can so come gini.
Me say okwa oboase Easter. Na ntokwasi ho. Okwa Babi te say Bono East wo Babi na ntokwa ho. Bono region. A whole lot of issues. And you know, make a certain kind of decision. Whereby you think about your selfish interest, it will affect people.
But frankly, say any NPP nye sikadie NSB niema bi na akodi ba bia. Dr. Bowman you be a quarter party scientist no e man this leverage because one a good party any matter. Because the early concession and a lot of our seats ekwa. Can you consider?
You see, at that time, Bishop Mahmoud Bawumia was naive and inexperienced in politics. Sometimes you learn on the job.
But frankly, they all can admit it. Franco, there are certain names. Franco, do you know what power is? What power can do? And who naiveness, who inexperience, across the new patriotic party. Franco, when you go to opposition, coming back to capture power, very difficult. Especially when you don't have more MPs in parliament.
And let's see. The course soon gives an informed decision. Say the decision by the vice president, the presidential candidate of the NPP, conceding early defeat affected the NPP. Brian Ekabi says, yeah. I may say, this internal primary song, a bit brutal. And let me advise you guys.
Yes, to meet you.
Agyapong kwame then say Kenya compare Agyapong is not attacking personality.
Can only say
hey, what does I say? Keke the class of just say, when you see any day I was reading.
Oh, that can mean so.
And you see any day.
Hey,
what are just okay there? Can I some say, I'm happy he's addressing issues.
Okay.
Even as we go Western North or Chom do bit me. Now if you look at the last elections, primary election, every area was able to identify the needs and the challenges of the people and he addressed them.
Yeah.
Now I listened to his video. Oh, that's what we say. He should not give them attention.
Okay.
You guys should not give them attention. You guys should be able to explain issues to them. Now, have you seen that the table is standing?
Okay.
Now, a man from Amogin said, "I can't be too radical. Can't be to a young Piabe Pum, a man for us, say a man for no. Now, the table is standing. And I am also. Now, someone is doing that job for him. And I am also. And you see, Sandy Panas Mokan, and no can I say, you know,
but Franco, in the political parties here, per power, near see and can we get
a party and canoe crew? One party in the young or canoe people have issues with you. They'll go after you. Be do what do my moon at them, but no care back up. Me say, you guys should concentrate. Me, by BMT, I also get feedbacks. Okay. People also talk to me. La sisi, say pan and by your campaign. And found a time amount for bedimo, and found in some amount for the car from you are able to attack the issue, forgetting about the personality. I tell you, I know some more campaign and more, you know, are connected.
Yeah. People
are buying into it. You guys are selling your product to the ordinary people, the delegates should come and vote for you. The meeting now is positive.
Okay.
Nipa ba kwa me was surprise me. A campaign on me. Menya bianca be could be so can do so funny baby. It's my man credit wife no. My goodness. La sisi.
Arwa dey.
Awurade nyame.
Mam kisi na
Hey! Se kaso be in communication. Obi kasa. Na sem na oka no. O kyerɛw no akyerɛw asɛm na se am wate asɛm na se a. Jack, Ken, wonya yere papa, I'm telling you. Obi timi kwa campaign yere kwa man microphone kwa man nkasa. We was mo be kan be say no ma. Listen to wisdom. Listen to intellectual exercise from the woman. Nyen sama oka. Debbie Nina a Christian for
a Christian Agyapong.
That's easy. Me say, I can't 1 month, I'm about trouble, but I can't be beyond fan count. The woman knows how to communicate. What tells an small come on your be on quiet me as you say.
Okay.
And look at how she's even able to interact, deal with people, talk to people. Now he has more for Nicola. Wasn't it good to me chess class and a bond bossia? It tells you about a compassionate person. Let's see,
only creatures can go for.
Let's see, Obo was Cassitam. Won't need so true. So come bossia, Nanny Pane de Mawa. I send a year in a castle on farm mount, and as I show when I'm more say majority of men take decisions based on the advice of their wife. There might be why you be an erect or start year from zero and a can honor that you are one because was my Miss answer. A man don't have money power. But look at her, how the woman kind of first was canning some, kind of first was shining some, and the kind of things she is bringing on board. Now she's also preaching the gospel of Kenya compared to Agyapong to Mano. The reason why I said money too many kunu. Only net that sorry. Ni kuna juni bi offer bi only nefa. Ni kuna ka chance Nyankopon ya na so we nia. Say no betima ya mano. This is what I'm looking for. Now me say mo campaign mo ye die. La sisi. Se pa na mo be campaign na. Ah, enye. First na me ye doubting Thomas kakra. Na me nyimuni. Sa de na enye easy sa. But the kind of response that I'm getting, do you know why? Because if you look at the 2023, it was extremely difficult for people to come out to say they are giving their support to Kenya compared to Agyapong.
And they don't listen to a Joshua MP.
Let's see. That young guy, that was why they set him up. I feel Matthias here. Okay, Obi wa Nyankopon de kasa ache no. Obi wa ho akwan Nyankopon afa so da bo ni ska no ma obi. But a babu sembo bit mo dwuma ko peska dia ma. Obi ni Nyankopon de adom. Listen to the words of wisdom from the young guy. Let's see. Me say, time I could near 31.7. 37.1.
Yeah.
At that time, how many people were able to come out and say, I'm support to market? How many? Asante Regina. MPC Nano Yefiru.
Yeah.
Stekan and near break up by no slow. Kwakuati no slow. And paying forward over Briano Mudikan and no musro. But today the table has there. You see you. Yeni MP. Your friend is a ministers. This uncle for me. That be any
Obia.
That me say. And look at how people are coming on board willingly. As some bakwa me tea your club, you must say me. Yes, some cause a Western North force.
Yeah, Western North.
What a craven say.
Swaman. That Western North, your MP about of a friend, Caddy. Now,
I listen to him.
Sagan.
What's what compliment can I am about?
Franco, Sagan.
Yes.
The life at the second Agyapong.
Also, can I know clear?
The woman said, Swaman from 92 has been the NDC.
Yes.
Now, or you'll be a nepa panama no more omobi. And I know I develop and do call say enchi wana Freddy.
Yes.
A dying shops I can see any FM station na any dia. Enti watche ama no so bi aso. Mene am so take care musa akora keto bi na otwi sa aka bi na eto kom. Wo hwe car ni musa say Freddy sheka ni mu
akora no.
The guy is so popular. No say hwe kwan of fast so be G seat na. Said the honorable Ken abaje asen no seat na. And an story no me say honorable Ken there. They could say honorable Ken o constituency me ma on you one city.
Ono abedie bibia ma.
Ono na e bibia.
You see now me say people who are in love with Ken age and new connected for age and new. Now look at how people are coming on board. Approaches.
Yeah.
Na me hu say ni abra wo kasa church nsem wo ho.
Na but Franco here. NPP as a political party. I was a party leadership. We are very careful. Franco. And some message unim say in opposition. You get $2 million from approaches. At the funding NPP. One and that was sponsored by me. You got to point for no sponsor candidate.
In opposition, anyway, in opposition.
$2 million. And you're promising with Cocoa Board. Power by real. I'm friend, I'm so sorry. Hackman and a quack him say board chair for Cocoa Board. And the Hackman say, oh, Nipa, no fat you say, boy, man, TSL. Positions in being appointment, President Kufado, Edema Baumia, Bost. And they said, oh, started to fund the Baumia, the man found called Bost. Yet no call Boster near setting up about $2 million.
Contaminated food.
And you could see, say, he was in pain. And we have a lot of all these guys that they also need. When we say they are to Georgia, we say Georgia agu.
And Georgia hotel say me chiwa
Agu.
And Georgia they say omo operate
But
for.
Franco, could you imagine say President John Dramani Mahama in opposition? No bar, no that rich condos. And not in power or bar called rich condos.
And so I know that.
People will come there, people will activate the place. Now do an MPP in opposition near that Georgia.
One of my press
your president be a Georgia. You by power. Sabi yanko da hokrampa. Government agencies.
Yes,
hotels.
It should be mandated to go and sleep there.
Ya share ama Georgia.
Agu, my juma machiwa agu.
And MPP in opposition. Can we go to Georgia?
Dabi, and I say, the kind of campaign you guys are doing is on the good path. Bible so who talk akwa. Nyankopon onkubi maw. Now look at how some people are assume they've taken over the fight. Our moko. Let's see. Me say, Debbie and Katemo, you guys should not be complacent. Me, the day I made two some year, do my year. And on the 31st of January 2026, about 8 p.m. Now they are declaring say Kenya Compre Agyapong is a flag bearer for the new patriotic. Until that, the big years we ever convince me say Kenya Compre Agyapong is winning. Whether the grounds are good for you guys or not, Debbie, the man say, I want to see that the Fuji me. That they say you ever buy yes. Oh, now Kenya Compre Agyapong is a presidential candidate for the new patriotic party.
Okay, Abusia for me chama ho abasisi me ba me next topic you know the new patriotic party I should krata e dey ama NS Osubempa me basisi